Welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, and I believe it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. So, today I will talk about two last poems from the chapter Tears of a Soul, and the first one is called Schopenhauer, and by the way, it's the surname of the philosopher. Arthur Schopenhauer is a philosopher and representative of pessimism in philosophy, and it's very important to keep it in mind during this episode. And the second poem is called Go Back in Time. So I believe it's time to read you the first poem at first, and then I will discuss. Yep. So that's Schopenhauer. The knife is stuck in the cage of my heart, and I can find the strength to pull it out. I have tried, but it's beyond my strength. I'm tired of laying awake, feeling like I left my soul somewhere. I'm tired of this war that I'm losing. I'm tired of faking a smile. I'm tired of waiting for better days. I'm tired of calling out your name while you're not listening. I'm tired of them tongues and mouth. They think they know everything best. I'm tired of wondering if she's a good replacement. I'm tired of asking myself, when will I see you again? I'm tired of sacrificing my health for you. Yes, it all makes me feel tired. This darkness of philosophers' knowledge destroys. So yep, that's the Schopenhauer. So I gave this title Schopenhauer during the process of compiling this whole book, and at first it was just called I'm Tired, if I remember it well. And I learned about this philosopher and this kind of philosophy during my studies, philological studies, and it made me realize that it's the best title that I can give, and I really wanted to change something in this poem, so I changed the title and probably few things also in this whole poem, but right now I don't remember what could be changed, but also the way it sounds in English and the way it sounds in Polish makes me realize that I had to write this poem at first in English. So yep, that's originally an English poem. So now I can tell you a few words about the meaning and about this kind of situation. So it was a really long time ago, probably 9 years ago, when this kind of situation happened, when misunderstandings in a relationship led to, I guess, breaking hearts, not only mine. And all I can say today is that it's really important to just talk, because otherwise you don't know that you both love each other and you both care about each other and there's nobody else. And when you're breaking, then you want to forget about the reason of your pain and you want to move on, and sometimes it turns out that it's only in your mind and it's all just a misunderstanding. And I was really sad then, that's why I wrote this poem, but I didn't know that it could get worse. But in that moment, I was just simply sad that this boy stopped talking to me and decided to find a girl, a totally new girl, and just, decided to move on. He was really sad, and well, I guess that everybody would feel sad about such a situation. But as I've said, it's important to talk because otherwise misunderstandings can lead to this kind of situation that this poem is about. And as I've already said, it's about a philosopher and about pessimism. And when I look at this poem, it's exactly where I was in that moment. It was just all very sad and melancholic. And I guess we all sometimes find ourselves in such a situation when, it's just really bad. But, it's good to always believe that such tough time will end one day. Well, for me, it, ended, but it took some time, and all I can say is that it's important to talk and just, don't give up. Okay, now the second poem. Go back in time. So, I'll just read it right now. Don't say I'm not good enough. It all makes no sense at all. But get up and pretend to. Go back in time. It's a good time to do things never done. It's a good time to do something appropriate and good. It doesn't matter that you make mistakes. You are my angel anyway. And angels shouldn't be sad. Let's go back in time. So let's go back in time, and well, it's another poem that I wrote originally in English because as I've already said, it sounds just better in English than in Polish. And this is what makes me believe that I had to write this in English at first, because there's always something that we lose in translation, and just the sound of these words, it makes me just realize that just that in English it sounds more natural and just better. So it's about a situation when you go out from that really sad state, and when that boy comes back to you and he's really, really sad, and you want to tell him that it's just all right, and we can just start over and pretend we go back in time, and that bad situation never really happened. And when you really, really want to have a fresh new start, sometimes it happens that just stars align and you get this feeling of deja vu, and you just find yourself in the same room as years before, and this whole situation is just happening again, but you know already how it ends, and you just can do it all over and do the right thing. So, well, this is what happened to me, and it's it's really special when I look at this poem right now, because I feel like it was some kind of spell, and it just really happened. But sometimes new beginnings, it's not just a single event in time, but sometimes it takes more time, and such a new beginning can last even over a year. So it's important to just remember about this. And sometimes we're just in the middle of the old chapter in the new chapter, and it's just a season of the transformation. And just it's important to just prepare for things that will happen in the future. But I already said, when we see that something is just changing and it's like you just the same thing is replaying, but you can do something differently this time. I guess it's really good to just stop, look at this whole situation, and just do what you always wanted to do. So this poem is just about this kind of situation when you have to forgive yourself, forgive your partner, and just try to start all over. Sometimes, as I've said, the stars align and it just makes you feel like it's simply fate. Okay, so I guess that's all. And this way, as you see, the really sad chapter, Teeth of a Soul, is ending with a really good, point, and punchline is just have hope, because those dark days will always end. So right now I can tell you what will happen next week. And next week will be very special because we're starting another chapter, and it will be the 4th chapter of the addictions. And if you liked the poem about Schopenhauer, then I'm sure that you will love this whole chapter, because it will be all very similar to that, because it's just reflecting in a philosophical way on some values and situations and just things. And this is what is happening next week. And by the way, I'm slowly finishing this first volume of my debut book. So yep, it's really special because the title is Love, Pain and Other Addictions, and now we go to the other addictions. So the cycle is almost closed. So next week I will talk about next 2 poems. The first one is called Life Reflection, and the second one is Chapters of Life. So as you see, it will get just very serious, but also just in general about life. So yep, this is what is happening next week. And also I would talk about just about the idea of this whole chapter and about the quote which is open in this chapter. And well, I guess it's all that I can say right now. So until the next time, bye. Alright, so now the forgotten part. Well, I talked earlier about melancholy, so I guess it's also important to say how to win with melancholy. And well, it's totally possible, and all you need is love, because love is the best medicine. And well, there are many different types of love, and you need to see what will happen, what will help you the most, and you just have to see what will work the best for you. But really, love is the best thing that you can do to just win with melancholy and any kind of sadness, because melancholy is this kind of thing when we feel like there's something missing and there's absolutely no reason for it. But sometimes we know the reason, and then we can't call it melancholy because it's something else then. But every kind of sadness can be healed with love. And as I've said, there are many different types of love, and well, you can find a lover, you can just hang out with friends, you can play with your cat, or any other animal. And it's all that should help you, because it's all love, and love is the best medicine. Okay, I also have to say that the second poem, Go Back in Time, the third verse is something that I absolutely adore, and that's how I'm ending this episode right now.